It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Good evening. It's February 9th, 2023, and we're here at the Portland Expo for the last regular season game for your Portland Bulldogs. Tonight, playing the South Portland Red Riots. This is Steve Schwartz. Frank Myatt will join us shortly, but we're here with Mike Hoffer from the Forecaster and the Press Herald. Mike, we have two number 2 teams, Portland 13-4, South Portland 14-3. South Portland has a couple of superstars.
Well, you know, Jalen Jackson has really carried the Red Riots of late. He already has 2 buzzer beaters that really have helped the Red Riots get to where they are. They're battling Gorham for the number 2 seed in Class AA South. Thornton Academy will be the 1 seed. And, you know, South Portland is the defending champion, but they have a very different look this year. No J.P. Estrella running down the court and slamming the ball in like we saw last year. And Owen Maloney playing up at the University of Maine as well. But Red Riots are well coached with Kevin Millington. And, you know, Gabe Galarraga has done a nice job kind of stepping in. You're not going to fill J.P. Estrella's shoes, but he certainly stepped up and had some big contributions. Jaden Kim's done very well for them. Ben Smith, Joey Hanlon, you know, guys you don't hear a lot about, but who have been part of the program. They'll do some big things during the game. And then there's some kids off the bench like Nafiz Paget, Manny Hidalgo, that have stepped up and had contributions as well during the course of the season. So this Red Riots team, they're gonna come in here and look to close the season on a high note and ruin Portland's last home game.
So Gabe Galarraga is averaging about 12 points a game, and Jaden Kim about 9 1/4 or so. So they do spread it out pretty well, and I'll be interested to see, because this is really our first game with South Portland in this battle of the bridge, if you will, because these teams are in different divisions. Now Portland spreads it out a lot more. They have one superstar maybe in Remy Jowani, the only player averaging in double figures this year.
Well, and that just speaks to how successful that this approach has been, right? I mean, normally you have a guy averaging 15, 20 points to carry you, but you never know who it's going to be for Portland on a given night. And I think that balanced attack has worked very well for the Bulldogs. I know they've like 2 games back against Lewiston and 2 games back against Oxford Hills, but other than that, I mean, you have to say this has been a very successful year for them. And this game never fails to live up to billing. This rivalry goes back to 1910. Bulldogs come in with a 127-107 all-time lead in the series, but South Portland got them last year, so I imagine the Bulldogs want to deliver a little revenge here tonight.
Michael Encyclopedia Britannica when it comes to local sports.
I don't know if many people know what that is, Steve, but yeah.
Wikipedia.
Yes.
Anyway, we're really looking forward to all of the action on senior night, and we're going to bring it to you next on WPPS TV3.
Congratulating seniors from South Portland High School.
So here's Peter Gribben, first to honor the seniors from South Portland High School.
Number 2, Micah Niembo.
It's Micah Niembo.
Number 4, Jalen Jackson.
Jalen Jackson, senior, averaging almost 18 points a game.
Yeah, he's really the straw that stirs the drink for this South Portland team.
Jaden Kim.
Number 14, Colin Banks.
I don't think that was Jaden Kim, actually.
Number 21, Joey Hanlon. Number 22,
Drew Foley.
Number 42, Andrew Heffernan. Number 45, Josh Sparaccio.
And Josh Sparaccio. I think who we also spoke of was Ben Smith and Colin Banks before Joey Hanlon.
We'd like to thank Bolton High School senior.
Had a chance to talk with Ben's grandparents and aunt and uncle before the game. They're old friends.
Enthusiasm and love.
And looking forward to tonight's game.
Tremendous resiliency and diligence through the last 4 seasons. These student athletes are represented.
And 8 seniors for the Bulldogs. Very large senior class
Great character in schools.
on the basketball court and in the school. This senior class has nearly 300 students. And as I like to say jokingly, Steve, this is the class that got me to Portland High School.
How did that happen?
Large numbers. I was teaching at Deering, and someone else needed to go to Portland High, so I volunteered and was lucky enough to be selected.
Well, we're glad to have you. It seems as though you're where you should be.
Oh, thank you.
Hayden Bachman, number 32, gets a really nice hand. Began the year also helping us on camera, and here comes his mom and family. His mom, Tori, is our camera person, and she'll be up here later.
His parents, Tori and Christopher, and his brother Jake.
Game before last, he had some great minutes.
Yes,
nice
indeed.
bucket.
To be recognized, number 2, Kennedy Charles.
Kennedy Charles.
An excellent hand from the stands there. Kennedy Charles, the football star, basketball star, all-around great kid, Fitzpatrick's Trophy finalist. He is one of the best.
Kennedy is accompanied by his parent, Bianca, and siblings, Caroline and Justine.
As we can see from Kennedy's younger sister, Steve, a few more years till she comes up, but I'm sure she will add to the legacy that Kennedy has created.
Remy Joe-Wani, who does get the biggest hand. He is the biggest star on the team.
That coming off a big effort at Deering, he kind of helped pull the Rams out of, or the Bulldogs out of the hole that is against his former Rams.
Angel Oriana, another wonderful hand.
Angel, always a crowd favorite when Coach Russo can get him into some games for some minutes.
Next, number 3, Captain Brady Tower.
Brady Tower gets a resounding applause.
Now, senior captain Brady Tower really has the motor that keeps this Portland team running, Steve.
Leads the team in assists.
And always active on defensive end as well.
Padilla Donato leading the team in rebounds.
And he is the last in the long line of Donatos. So I'm sure will he...
And siblings, Peter, Cosmo, Christina, and Lonnie.
This is tremendous to have some of the Donatos back.
Yeah. Donato, a name synonymous with Portland High School basketball for the last decade. Peter, Cosimo, Wani, and Patia on the boys' side, and of course Elizabeth on the girls' side.
Next, number 21, Captain Sam Esposito.
Sam Esposito, captain.
Sam is accompanied by his mother and his brother Joe.
Of course, accompanied tonight by Joe and his mom.
And a nice moment there for Sam here on senior night.
He's also given the Dogs some great minutes this year, and we'll see what he does in the playoffs.
Team manager, Joe Miller.
Joe Miller, the manager, who's a great young man, is suited up tonight.
He has a 22 on. Fantastic young man. We saw that special moment for him on Thanksgiving Day. Almost makes you wonder, Steve, if the opportunity presents itself, might we see something this evening?
We welcome you to Portland High School in the historic Portland Exposition Building for today's game between the visiting Red Riots from South Portland High School and our own Portland High School Bulldogs. We would like to thank tonight's officials. Without them, there would be no game this evening. Our officials tonight are Mr. Mark McGinnis, Mr. Marty McKay. behavior. Bolton High's athletic trainer, caring for the athletes today, is Mr. Ryan Lucas. Would you please rise? Here are the starting line. For South Bolton High School, starting at number 3, Jaden Kim.
Kim averaging about 9.5 points per game for the Red Riot. Steve, he'll start on a wing as Jalen Jackson, number 4, will likely run the point.
He's averaging about 18 points a game.
Joey Hanlon.
Joey Hanlon, the ball handler here.
That's forward, number 11, the senior, Ben Smith.
Ben Smith.
Of course, we're going to have number 5, Big Gabe Galarraga,
Number 5.
starting at center for the Red Riots. The team, I think we can expect to see some matchup zone from Steve, so something Portland will have to contend to in offense.
Nick Costigan and Ryan Porter. And now here are the starting lineups for the Bulldogs. Starting at guard, number 3, senior, Brady Tower.
Brady Tower. Spark plug of this team.
And Kennedy Charles, the other starting guard. I would expect Kennedy Charles to be the man tasked with slowing down Jalen Jackson tonight.
Joe Wani, the star of the team. High scorer for the 12 games that he's been in. Peter Donato averaging almost 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and number 24 at center, Jesse Camus. He'll have the tall task of contending with 6'6" Gabe Galarraga inside. He'll still try to provide some inside block presence for the Bulldogs.
By Joe Giordano, Joe Johnson, and Dan DeNay. If you please rise, remove your hands, focus your attention to the American flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So the student section takes it over themselves and get even a nice hand from the South Portland student section. That was a classy move.
And not a bad rendition of the national anthem, Steve. They weren't exactly Carl Lewis out there, which is good for all of us.
Our new chorus is stepping up and doing a wonderful job on our national anthem.
And now Galarraga will be set to jump with Jesse Camus.
Our officials, Marty Mativier and Mark McGinnis, who will put the ball up for the tap momentarily. It's the 235th matchup between Portland and South Portland. Bulldogs holding a 127-107 advantage in this series.
And South Portland will control. Jaden Kim will bring the ball down. Brady Tower will get on him.
Yep, Bulldogs up man-to-man.
Yeah. Joey Hanlon now.
Now, nice deflection there by Camus.
Yeah.
And a good
Camus
rebound.
with the rebound as well.
Yeah, there's Portland out in transition. They've struggled in the half-court game. Got to get
Tower
finish.
inside. Oh, my goodness. But Charles takes the ball away from Galarraga.
Nice look. Well, they have the right idea of the inside look for Remy Jowani. Jalen Jackson rebound. Will be kicked by Charles. And we'll have a Red Riot inbound.
Jackson, the quarterback on the football team as well, a tremendous athlete, and covered by Kennedy Charles, who is the same for Portland.
Yeah, I got out to the Battle of the Bridge football game this fall, Steve, and to me, we sat on the sidelines. It looked like it was Charles versus Jackson.
Number 3 is Jaden Kim, good ball handler. His handling inside, or outside really, and Galarraga now.
Yeah, you had the size matchup you liked. Nice rotation by Camus, though.
And a turnover. South Portland's. I thought I had a block there on Remy Joe.
I think it was Camus coming around on the rotation.
There we go.
And South Portland got the switch they wanted. They got the mismatch. Galarraga guarded by the shorter Wani. But Camus stuck with that play. Created the turnover. Oh, nice entry pass, but we're going to have a hold just before the deflection.
On
Smith, number 11.
Smith.
Ben Smith's first foul of the game.
First foul of the game. Ben Smith.
Thomas. Charles. Charles with Kim on him. Inside to Donato. Hang time. And he is fouled. Jackson fouls him. And he'll be shooting 2.
Yep, nice inbound play for the Dogs. Got the isolation they wanted. Donato couldn't finish, but he'll get a chance to earn it. So he has struggled at times with the foul line this year, Steve. About 45%. And the woes continue.
We've talked about the Dogs needing to get foul shots this time of the year especially. And unfortunately those are missed, but
nice
Thomas
work.
underneath. Well, he's having a game tonight so far early. It's 2-0. 6.5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
It's high screen.
Jackson falls away. Patia Donato with the rebound. Quickly down to Tower. Looks, finds it. Oh, yeah. It was very difficult to handle that.
That turnover is going to be on Tower, but it was really on the entry pass. Just let him too much.
Well, there's the nice look.
And Smith right over the top of Tower. No call.
Well, we have Mark McGinnis out there. We know he lets them play.
Well, he's also a very fair ref, so no complaint from me.
The scoop does not fall. Remy Jowani comes up at the rebound. He's got Brady Tower on the right. Kim's on him.
And South Portland in the matchup zone.
You know, I really appreciate those words. That's a turnover. Because I think seeing that develop as I did, I finally understand what a matchup zone is.
Well, I was about to tell you, Steve, it looked a little more like a zone than a matchup. As number 21, Joey Hanlon, lays it in for 2.
The first points of the game for South Portland ties it up. 2-2 with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left. Of course, Portland and South Portland are no stranger to low-scoring games.
Well, it's got to be, about 7 or 8 years ago now, Steve? I want to say it was a single-digit point total going into the fourth quarter for Coach Russo. He better had a bag of popcorn thrown at him at halftime.
Camus back to Charles. Of course, we know no shot clock in Maine high school basketball. Tower's got Jackson on him.
South Portland switched to straight man-to-man here.
And that doesn't fall, and the rebound will come to Galarraga. He's going to go coast to coast and be fouled.
Yeah, Camus has to set up there and take the charge. He's just going to hold his ground. He saw him kind of tiptoeing around. Either get up, make contact, or try to set up for the charge.
Instead, he gets the foul, his first of the game. And Galarraga will be at the line shooting 2. These teams stand to pick up a fair amount of heel points. I'm not sure if it's going to matter for either team, though, in the end.
I think that a Portland loss and a Lewiston win would flip 2 and 3. But all that would really change would be the first round opponent. I believe as it stands now, Portland at 2 would play Wyndham. Portland at 3 might play Edward Little.
Thomas with the rebound. Already 3 in the game. Nice pass by Tower, a little too in front of Remy Giovanni. He saw the open man and just didn't execute.
There's Portland showing some full court man press here.
So way outside. Oop.
Yeah, there's that shooting space. The high screen worked to perfection as Jackson knocked down that 3.
It's a 5-2 lead right now for the Red Riots. 3:50 left here in the first quarter. Riots up by 3. Comets. Tower fakes. Tia Donato inside and stolen.
Yeah, nice deflection there by Jackson. And one light long 3.
Whoa, that's a foul. Ben Smith tugged on Remy Giovanni.
That's 2 on Smith. And so he'll be replaced by Nafis Paget. And Coach Millington will take a timeout.
So as we come back, number 24 is Nafis Paget, who is in the game now. And he is averaging about 7 points a game over the last 8 games.
That 6'3" junior forward, he'll bring some length to South Portland.
Tower over half court. Kennedy Charles gets the cutting Wani. Tia Donato, well, Remy Giovanni inside.
Nice rebound, way to kind of clear out some space, lay it in for 2.
Brings the Dogs to within 1 with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Oh my goodness, Galarraga dunks it home and excites the crowd on the South Portland side. But what a perfect pass, long to Tia Donato, and he is not feeling it tonight.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit against Deering offensively as well.
The rebound was Paget's. Jackson way underneath. And that was a nice play there. Manny Hidalgo with the bucket on the strength of the offensive rebound by Paget. And now with 2.5 minutes left, it's a 5-point South Portland lead, 9-4.
Yep.
Brady Tower strip, but nice hands by Kamas. Wow.
It's Paget on the run here. Nice ball movement there.
Wow.
Hidalgo with the assist. Jackson with the bucket.
11-4. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Here's Kennedy Charles. He stops. He finds Kamas inside. Tia Donato
Let me see. That
is fouled. It'll be on Paget.
His first. So Portland's 4th. So that little bit of kind of breaking the momentum there. We'll see if that can help out the Bulldogs as number 20, Drew Vayu, checks in. He had a huge game at Deering on Tuesday night.
I missed that as I was down in New Orleans that night.
On assignment.
On assignment. It was just a law assignment. Galarraga outside. Tower gets the rebound. Over half court. Here's Vayu. Tower to Kamas. That's a beautiful pass.
Yep.
Handled well. The leader in assists does it again.
Yeah, we're gonna
for
have
Portland.
I think we're going to have a warning on, delay game warning on Portland here. Didn't see that the player might have grabbed the ball when it came out the bottom of the net.
So, Pepito Garamgisha is in for Portland now.
Again, Bulldogs full court man here.
Andrew Heffernan is in for the Red Riots, and he's got the ball right now.
And a very deep bench here from Coach Millington.
Very. And a nifty play by Hidalgo for 2. And it's 13-6. There's 43 seconds left here in this quarter. Toa to Veyu. 33 seconds.
We've said it so often, Steve. The Portland team can close out quarters quite well. See if they can do it here. Nice
we
block
have a block
there.
instead. Oh, Toa so fast.
Yep, good hustle. Kind of break up the fast break there. And we'll give the Red Riots a baseline inbound. Bulldogs with 5 turnovers to only 1 for the Riots.
Kevin Rugabira will check in for Pepito Garamgisha. Jackson.
Yep, here's the isolation. Jackson on Wani. I'm sure Jalen will take the last shot here as they flatten out 1-4 low.
Here we go.
Put it up.
Veyu shoots it. Oh my gosh. Almost hits a fan in the stands. But we're going to end the first quarter with the Dogs down 13-6.
So Bulldog basketball to start the second quarter. Garamgisha to Wani, wing 3, knocks it down.
That is what the doctor ordered for the Dogs. Brings them to within 4 with that 3-pointer. Jackson, what a great player. No, that should be Portland ball. Well called by McGinnis.
Yep, deflected off Jackson.
Drew Foley was in on that. That was his 3-pointer that didn't fall.
So already Coach Millington going 9 deep here in this contest.
Garamgisha's back in, by the way, to start the second quarter here, as is Rugabira. And that is another turnover.
And that's 6 for the Bulldogs.
Brady Toa was going to check in for Pepito. And Patia Donato is going to check back in. Drew Vale will take a seat. Hidalgo. Toa on him.
Nice hands.
Yeah. But
Wide
nice
open
recovery, too. I mean, Jawani, the outlet, it's so far. Can he save it? Yes, Brady Toa does. And a great no-look pass to Jesse Kamas underneath.
I went Kamas just a little bit too much and gives it away.
You know, he's trying. I think that that was it could have been a catchable pass under there.
But either way, the good defensive possession is for naught.
I mean, I think one of the things you have to realize when you're playing with Brady Toa is he is very fast.
Yeah, and he's going to get that ball out quickly.
Galarraga. Oh, that's a little tug of the shirt there, not called.
Yep, Rugabira got away with it. This is a matchup South Portland loves.
Harry Jawani likes it too. He gets the rebound on the miss. Brings it over half court. Toa.
One more.
Donato.
And we'll have a foul. Donato going back to the line for 2. It'll be 42 Heffernan.
Number 42, Andy Heffernan.
His first.
Yep. Team 6th. Only one foul for the Bulldogs.
I think all these players are pretty jacked up tonight, as is the crowd on senior night. It's a wonderful crowd here on a Thursday night. Donato hits it, and it's no small thing. It's 13-10. If he can find his touch, since that's his first basket tonight out of several attempts.
And if this team's going to go deep into the tournament, they're going to need Patia Donato to hit some big foul shots. So getting a little rhythm now may serve them well into later February.
Kim over to Foley, inside to Galarraga, has Camus on him. Yeah, that's a foul.
And not a bad foul. That is Chu on Jesse.
24, Jesse Thomas, his second personal.
So far, Galarraga is 0 for 2 on foul shots tonight. Druveu is going to check in for Jesse Camus, who has 2 fouls.
Be interesting to see what Portland does here defensively. If they put Wani or Patia Donato onto Galarraga, or if they go zone.
So Remy Jowani with the rebound on the miss.
His 5th.
Here's Toer through traffic. Oop, that's just Veyu dribbling into traffic.
They're going to be strong with the basketball in these big games, Steve. It's going to be physical. It's the SMAA.
Well, Sam Esposito is set to check in. That was actually fairly well defended, but Galarraga converts.
Yeah, Galarraga just bigger and stronger than Veyu. Drew put up a fight, though.
15-11 is the score. The Riots are in front. There's 5 minutes left here in the first half.
Lazy pass.
And stripped. Well, Donato grabs that on the 3 try by Foley, or actually by Heffernan.
Transition 3 from Wani.
5 points in this quarter brings the Dogs to within 1.
Net good hustle there. Ball trickles out of bounds off Remy Jowani.
Number 21, Sam Esposito, in for Portland.
Sam Esposito is going to check in for Druveu.
Wide open Heffernan. Rolls it in.
Wow. 18-14, a 4-point Riot lead. 4:16 left here in the first half. Here's Toer. Jaden Kim's on him. Remy Jowani runs into 3, falls away.
Why not?
At the foul line and hits it.
Well, when you're a player like Remy Jo, Steve, you can just kind of get yourself in trouble and still score.
Well, Galarraga is going to score, and the foul is going to be on Esposito. It'll be at the line shooting 1.
Yeah, nice strong take there by Galarraga. You saw Remy Jowani set up for the charge, but foul was there first defensively.
And now checking in for the Red Riots is Paget again, as Foley will take a seat. Galarraga's 0 for 4 so far from the line. This time he nails it. His 5th point of the half, 7th of the game. It's a 21-16 lead. Wani for 3 over everything.
Be off Rugabirwa. Wani already in double figures with 10 points.
Nice fake. Wow.
Yeah, Ruggiero really bit hard on that shot fake from Heffernan.
Wani with another rebound. Outlet to Brady Tower. Tower in traffic. Finds Wani. Ruggiero.
Oh boy.
Whoa, my goodness gracious. What a move.
Got lucky on that one, Steve. Ruggiero almost lost it. Found it. Laid it in.
With the right-handed layup. Heffernan. Kim, nice fake. Falls away. Partially blocked. Donato for three. And a scrum. Oh my goodness, here comes Jackson. So it's 23-18 Red Riots. We have 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Kennedy Charles is going to check in for Kevin Ruggiero.
Yeah, we'll have a stoppage as the ball kind of went under the tables and into the old bleachers. So instead of letting time bleed while players chased it down, the officials wisely stopping the clock.
Peter Gamgisha. Charles almost loses it. Here's Patia Donato. Gamgisha. Wani fakes. Jackson with the rebound. 2 minutes left here in the first half. 23-18 is the score. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt bringing you Portland Bulldogs boys basketball all season long. I understand you Vince Scully the last game.
Yeah, my voice still shows too. Nice take there by Padgett for two.
It's a 7-point Red Riot lead with 1.5 minutes left here in the first half, folks. Tia Donato. Kennedy Charles inside to Remy Jo. Wani up and cannot hit it. Jalen Jackson with another rebound.
It was a good matchup there for Wani. He was defended by Kim, but almost fought through the help.
Galarraga with the ball, last minute of the half. Nice pass. And the foul by Sam Esposito.
Yeah, Portland really struggling with Jesse Camus on the bench with 2 fouls here.
He's got 11 points so far, so he's in double figures.
As number 30, Devin Walker, will check in to replace Esposito.
He can make it a 10-point lead if he sinks this. And he does.
And a 10-2 South Portland run in the last 3 minutes or so.
It's 28-18. Dogs maybe will hold for the last shot here with 40 seconds
I'd
left.
expect to see it. Probably find a way to get Remy Jo Wani the ball top of the key. Or not.
Charles with a rebound.
Got to pull it out here. Got to reset.
Nice reverse
take it for
by
two.
Wani. It's an 8-point Red Riot lead with 12 seconds left. They'd like to make it a double-digit lead going into the locker room, and they traveled. So the Dogs will have 5 seconds here to try to put something together. Is there any advantage to taking a timeout at that point?
No, not at all.
Charles, coast to coast. Brings the Dogs to within 6, and that's how we're going to go into the locker room at halftime. So in the strength of the last shot, Mike Hoffer, the Dogs come within 6, but South Portland, it seems, dominated that half.
They really did. I mean, both teams got off to a sluggish start, and then when South Portland went to their bench, actually, they brought in Hidalgo and Paget, and that really gave the team a spark. Gabe Galarraga got it going a little bit. He got the dunk. We said we weren't going to see any J.P. Estrella type above the rim activity tonight, but I guess I was wrong. You know, Jalen Jackson doing what he did, knocked down a couple shots, but I guess the good news for Portland is nothing was going right. You're down 10. They got those 4 quick points right at the end of the half to maybe give them a little bit of a boost, but Bulldogs definitely have some work to do.
Right. Gabe Galarraga is leading the Red Riots with 11 points. Jalen Jackson has 7 right now. And the Dogs are led by who else? Remy Jowani, who's leading them both in points and rebounds.
Absolutely. You know, Portland, they left some points on the board in the first half, several missed layups. So they've had good looks. They've had opportunities. If those shots start to go down in the second half, they'll be right here. I mean, it's a 2-possession game. We've got a long way to go. I know South Portland isn't feeling comfortable in their locker room.
Well, folks, are going to bring you all of the exciting second half action in a moment. So here we are, second half action. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. And Frank, you've got a track meet coming up we'll talk about in a little while here.
Southwestern Championship on Saturday. Right now on the basketball court, Bulldogs are out in 2-3 zone. What'll change from the first half?
Jalen Jackson. South Portland have a little bit of difficulty figuring it out. In and out. Oh my goodness. No foul there.
Nothing they're going to say. The Hanlon stepped out before he touched the ball.
Smith did not hit that. So, Camus.
Yeah, South Portland sticking with straight man-to-man here. Little switch.
No.
Can't have that. Bulldogs hit double digits in the turnover margin.
There's got to be more seriousness of purpose than that. That was a simple pass.
You know, Steve, if you told me that Portland would have triple the turnovers of South Portland in the first half, I would expect a bigger margin than 6 points. Sure, that was something Coach Russo talked about in the locker room at halftime.
And there is Swanee with the steal. Up and dunks it himself. Electrifies the crowd here on the Portland side and brings the Dogs to within 4.
And 14 points for Remy Jowani. He's put the team on his back tonight.
Galarraga on a fall-away 3. And Brady Tower comes up with it. Wani, he feels it. Whoop. Jackson with the rebound. High off the glass, a good idea. Galarraga with a better idea. My goodness, 2 offensive rebounds.
And a jump ball with the arrow to Portland. Great defensive effort, good work on the boards. The Bulldogs secure the rebound eventually through the jump ball.
So still 28-24, a 4-point lead for the Red Riots. 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Thomas out to Remy Jowani. Of course, these teams would like to see each other again this year on the floor of the Cumberland, of the Cross Arena.
Yeah, that would be in the state championship game as they are in opposite regions.
Nice move. Remy Patia Donato his 4th point of the night. Jackson inside. Galarraga there for the
Nice
offensive
follow.
rebound.
Portland's got to do a better job of getting the body on Galarraga.
Inside to Kamas, and he'll be fouled. At the line, shooting 2. Can bring the Dogs to within 2. The foul will be on Galarraga, his first.
No, correction, it's on number 4, Jalen Jackson, his second.
Correct.
Jesse Thomas at the line.
I thought I saw 5 fingers go up, but here's Jesse.
And he was sorely missed by the Bulldogs in that Deering game. Glad to see him back on the floor here.
You say Drew Veo had a good game.
Drew Vayu did step up for an excellent game offensively. Held his own on the defensive end as well. There's 11 points for Vayu in Kamas' absence.
You know, that's my favorite venue to watch a Portland game. And did it disappoint or was it exciting?
It was exciting. I've seen better.
There's a crowd into it.
The crowd was. And the big steal there by Wani.
Yeah, he is on fire. Kennedy Charles. Tia Donato inside. Too hard, but Kamas gets the rebound and he's fouled.
Yeah, and to see number 11, Ben Smith, kind of pleading there. He felt like it was an over-the-back call that wasn't made first. But instead, it will be Ben Smith picking up his 3rd foul.
Looks like Padgett's going to be set to check in for Smith.
So 2 more shots for Jesse Kamas.
He has that touch.
Yeah, we talk so often, Steve, about how dangerous a big man who can hit foul shots can be. Portland's got one right here in Kamas.
Padgett does check in. Ben Smith will take a seat. Kamas makes 1 out of 2 and brings the Dogs to within 1. It's 30-29 with 4:14 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Yep, 7-2 run here in the first 4 minutes. Here's Portland in 1-2-2.
Well, Wani wanted to grab that. Instead, Kamas gets the rebound. Has Charles on the right side. Toer. Wani. High off the glass. Kamas with the rebound. Underneath.
He brought that ball down, Steve. You know that's one of my pet peeves. He's going to keep it high and put it right in.
So 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Toer almost gets a hand on that. Is Galarraga, spins, athletic move, and then Jackson with the offensive rebound, and Galarraga again. 3rd time tonight, he's got an offensive rebound that led to a foul.
Yep, that foul will be on Tia Donato, his first. Bulldogs first.
Can make it a 4-point lead. And he does. Leads all scorers with 16 points, does Galarraga. And here comes Brady Toer over half court. Charles looks for the cutter. Tia Donato gets the pass from Toer, and he's going to be fouled and shoot 2.
I think that'll be Padgett. His second.
Padgett, his second.
3rd on the riots.
Tia can bring the Dogs within 2. Peter Gamgisha and Kevin Rugabira will check in for Brady Toer and Kennedy Charles.
I'm almost going to wonder at this point, Steve, how much of it's in Patia Donato's head.
And the rebound comes to Paget.
Oh, nice run on the floor there. Jackson, easy too.
His 9th points of the night. We have some wholesale changes coming in for the Dogs, and we're going to have a timeout as well. So with 2:45 left in the third quarter, the Riots are up 35-29. Toer will come back to get the ball. Got Jaden Kim on him. Kim is inside. Well, the right idea. Comes the other way.
Yep.
Nice ball movement. Jackson for the 3, doesn't hit it. Toer with the rebound.
Yeah, he got tied up in the paint there.
Wani floats it and in. So the Dogs are within 4, 35-31. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Hey, there's 1-2-2.
Colorado's going to throw up the 3. Charles
Will travel.
Rebound, and he travels.
11th Portland turnover to 6 for the Riots.
Drew Veyu has come into the game for Jesse Kamas. Paget has Charles on him. Kim, quiet tonight from the field. Paget for the long 3. Donato with the ball. He finds Remy Joe. Wani up and in. Brings the Dogs to within 2, 35-33.
It's the Remy Joe show tonight, Steve.
It is, and it's a typical Millington-Russo battle. Galarraga is going to be fouled.
And the Portland crowd doesn't like it. Brady Toer kind of ran into him when he was coming down. Expected to get the charge.
Well, it was a gallant effort on the part of Toer.
Yep, good try. Again, not afraid to sacrifice the body, just didn't get the call that time. Instead, we'll have Galarraga at the line, shooting 2. Galarraga and Wani tied for the lead in points in this battle with 16 each. No correction, Wani has 18. Galarraga could tie for the leading scorer in the game here. Deflection off Charles.
Comes Rugabira and Garangisha. It's a 3-point Red Riots lead. The Dogs just can't get ahead tonight.
Yeah, they're just holding their own, staying in it.
It'll be an important fourth quarter. Oh, Paget.
Nice follow there by Galarraga.
I have him with at least 6 rebounds and 5 of them offensive.
Yeah, fantastic night inside and a 5-second violation. Another Bulldog turnover. As we'll see number 11, Ben Blake, the sophomore, check in. Replace Garen Bagisha. We expect Blake to run the point here for Coach Russo.
Kim on the left side to Hanlon. Hanlon is in trouble. Galarraga inside to Jackson. Padgett. It's anybody's ball, but it ends up Blake's. He finds Remy Jawani.
Nice defense there by Padgett. With the block, that'll stay Bulldog basketball.
So Dogs down by 5. Rugabira forced that. You want to get it in there.
No, why not? Count
Remy
it.
Jawani gets it at the buzzer for the Dogs. He willed that ball into the basket. We end the third quarter with the Dogs down by 3.
We're still going, Steve. Remy Jawani was fouled on that play.
Oh, there we go.
Chance for a 3-point play.
Kevin Millington doesn't like that call. I don't know if he doesn't like the fact if he won us at the time.
Yeah, I think that's what he's questioning. And of course, no replay review in high school.
There'll be somebody in this crowd with an iPhone.
Well, and anyone listening to us will just be able to hit rewind and find out for themselves.
Well, of course, we saw that up in Gorham, right, with that last second shot there that didn't quite make it. Oh, that's unfortunate. But the Dogs do head into the fourth quarter down by 3. So we are back for fourth quarter action. Soon to be headed into Susie Schwartz time, the most exciting time period of any game for as she states, last 5 minutes of a football game, last 5 minutes of a basketball game, maybe not so much a baseball game.
You have to find her a different metric for the baseball game. This Portland's still in 2-3.
Here's Kim. Padgett. And here we go. Kennedy Charles, it's a race to the basket.
It'll be fouled.
Joey Hanlon's what me worry?
Charles with a chance to cut the lead to 1 here. Showing his athleticism on that play.
Like butter. His third point of the game.
Nice fight there by Donato. Bulldogs retain possession.
So the Dogs are within 2. It's 38-36. Just 25 seconds into the fourth quarter here. Here's Charles with Jackson on him. Toa hits the floor. Wani just throws it up there. Wow. Here's Thomas inside and in for 2. We have a technical foul.
I think he touched the ball when it came out the bottom after a warning. I think it's going to be a delay of game technical, Steve. You saw the warning early in the first quarter. The official went to the table and warned Portland for touching the ball as it came out the bottom of the basket. If they do it again, it's a delay of game call.
I don't really understand that call. So the ball's coming out of the basket. He's not getting it to give it to somebody?
You're not supposed to touch it on offense once it goes through.
And that's it.
Not something you see every day, but I guess after the warning, the officials felt compelled to make the call. So Jalen Jackson will shoot the technicals.
And South Portland will retain possession. By the way, folks, it's a 38-38 tie. Jesse Kamas is beside himself. Jackson misses the tees. And now we'll have a South Portland timeout before they take possession. We'll take one too. 7:17 left in regulation. It's a tie score. So Jackson to inbound now. As we said, the Riots retain possession after the tee. Paget to Hanlon. Kim. Galarraga to Kim. Kim has Charles on him.
Yep, Red Riot's patient against the zone here.
Camus with the rebound. He finds Brady Tower, who fakes it and is fouled.
That'll be on 21, Joey Hanlon, his second, Riot's fifth. Riot's sixth, that is, sorry. 2 foul shots for senior captain Brady Tower on senior night.
And he makes it to the box score. His first basket of the night. Of course, we know he's valuable in so many other ways. Hits 1 of 2. The rebound will come to Kim. Kim will bring it down. 3-on-3 here. Tower on Kim. Paget.
And Bulldogs with the lead here for the first time since 2-0.
Whoop, yeah. That's a foul.
Yeah, Charles just got a little bit too close on the defense.
Foul number 2, Kennedy Charles.
Bulldogs are up by 1. I mean, I should have noted it. It just doesn't seem like a lead right now. It is.
Yeah, Portland was up 2-0 until there were 5:10 left in the first quarter. Then it's been all Riots. That
seems more like it. Batia Donato with the steal. Camus goes coast to coast.
Got to get rid of the ball.
Or score. 41-38. Dogs in front. 6 minutes left. Kim for the 3. Ties it. His first points of the night, and boy, were they important. Averaging 9.25 points a game.
Yeah, Kim gave the state champion some great minutes last year. There's a steal by Paget. Taken away by Charles.
Well, let's see what happened there. Charles is wondering why there wasn't a foul called.
No, the officials are going to talk it over. May go to the jump ball here. No, it'll be Portland ball. So a turnover apiece there. Vayu will replace Camus, who's going to get a little work done by Anne-Marie Bouchard.
We're back. Drew Vayu inbounds to Brady Tower. Wow, dangerous. That was a heck of a pass, I know. Remy Giovanni caught it. It looked like a dangerous pass.
It was.
But it was also a seeing eye pass. So 43-41, Dogs up by 2, 5 minutes left. As I said, 5 minutes left.
Susie Schwartz time. Double dribble.
This just in, the Deering boys got their first win of the season in their last game against Scarborough, 68-53.
You got to feel good for Coach Wing there, as he has had a very rough season. Congratulations to him and his Deering Rams. Closing it out on the right note.
You know, what came up on my Facebook memories today is this is the anniversary of the game where he called a timeout so that Portland's player last year,
Jared Biaya,
could get in after he'd had heart troubles all year. Still one of the classiest moves we've seen in basketball. Vayu falls away, and the rebound comes to Paget. He's come in here and had half a dozen rebounds tonight. It's a 2-point Portland lead. Tower on Kim. Paget outside.
Yeah, Portland's back to man-to-man.
Hanlon stops and shoots. Why not? But Wani with the rebound. Brady Tower inside.
Nope.
No look pass. But
You can't afford that right now, Steve. You've got to take care of the basketball here. Good tournament prep for the Bulldogs. The type of game they're going to see.
Paget backs up. Wow. Tower wanted a call there.
I think will he get it that time?
And the second time, we do have a call.
I don't know what it is, though.
It's going to
be an offensive.
Yes, but hurt is Paget.
Yeah, you get the worst end of that collision.
And I think he got the call against him as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a substitute here as Ben Smith is going to come in for Paget. He is hurt. Yeah. He's going to take a break. And as Anne-Marie Bouchard is going to go over and take a look. All in the family, as she is Peter Gribbin's daughter.
Indeed.
Tia Donato, Dogs up by 2. Charles, Hanlon on him.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Hanlon, nice delay, ball handling. It's a tie game, 43-43. Tia Donato to Kennedy Charles. Wani. Donato with the rebound. Inside, and he is fouled. That will be on Joey Hanlon, his third.
Right, it's 8th. So here we are, tied under 3 minutes to play. Massive foul shots here for Donato. If there's ever a time to turn it around, it'll be right now.
I think he's listening to you, Frank. Kevin Rigbira will check in. Dogs up by 1. No. Ben Smith with the rebound.
He had a great box out there.
Yeah. Heads up play by Hanlon to save it. Kim with the ball now. It's 44-43, Dogs in front. 2:11 left in regulation. Smith with the long 3. Doesn't fall. Brady Tower with the rebound. Oh my goodness, no.
Can't do that, Steve. And they missed a travel there as well. But either way, Tower's got to take care of that basketball. That's a killer.
Jackson. Wow. Timeout, South Portland.
I don't know how he got the timeout off without possession. But you had a whole lot of contact inside the box out, over the back, guys on the ground. But either way, Coach Millington will get the timeout off. 44-43 Bulldogs.
So we're back as the Red Riots have possession.
We'll have a foul on
by Tower.
His second, Portland's 5th.
18 fouls, by the way, for South Portland. So Portland still has 1 to give.
Yeah.
And the Riots don't. Kim gets the ball. 1.5 minutes here. Plays through the screen. Ben Smith. Looks like South Portland's going to tee it up for the last shot here unless they can find an open man in there. That's the rotation they're running. Ben Smith at the foul line. Hits it! His first two of the night, very big. Gives the Red Riots a 1-point lead, 45-44. Just under a minute now, folks. Rugabira, Patia Donato. Jesse Thomas nice inside for two. So back and forth we go. The Dogs up by 1, 40 seconds left. Hanlon beyond the three-point arc.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Millington does here. Does he take a strategic timeout? Yes, he will.
So that is the time to take it. So 28 and a half seconds left here. Half a minute. 46-45, Dogs in front.
So interesting move here, Steve Kennedy. Charles, Portland's best on-ball defender, is on the bench here. And what is likely going to be the final possession.
Ben Smith. Back out again, 16 seconds. Wow. So Portland's going to try to win it on the buzzer.
Yeah, they're going to see a foul on Toer. And that's okay. I mean, it does give South Portland a chance to inbound the ball again. But it could have resulted in a bucket. Either way, it's clock stoppage, 12 seconds left. Could have been worse. Did not send South Portland to the foul line, but the next foul will.
So Portland has to try to watch it here. Kim. Galarraga is fouled with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, Donato went up to contest. We'll have a foul inside. I think Coach Russo is going to grab a timeout here, maybe.
He wants one.
And they'll get one.
We'll stay with you. I mean, we have 5.7 seconds left here. Frank, what do you see developing? I mean, I guess it matters what happens at the line here.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Coach Russo right now, I think he has one timeout left, so he's probably letting his guys know if they can't get the ball inbounds, ring a timeout if you need it, retain possession. But right now, I'm sure he's setting up what his scenarios are. On a make, what do you do? If he misses the first, makes the second, the clock doesn't start, you got a tie game. I'm sure Coach Russo has a plan there where he can get the ball inbound maybe quickly before Coach Millington could get a timeout off on that make. Not sure. But either way, I'm sure he's going to have his combination out. Probably something to try to isolate Kevin Rugabira in one of the corners. He's a very good shooter. And if he gets the chance, I'm going to guess that ball is going to be in Remy Joe Awani's hands. We saw Remy Joe really take over scoring tonight. We saw that big game at Edward Whittle where Remy Joe had the game-winning assist to Kevin Rugabira. Good things happen when number 10 has the ball.
So Gabe Galarraga at the line. He misses the first one. The best they can do is tie at the moment.
Yeah, for Portland, you've got to secure this rebound without a foul. Looks like they're going to go timeout on a make. Short. And there's a Portland timeout. Jackson with the apparent game winner. I thought Coach Russo asked for a timeout on a basket. So Jackson with his third game winner in the last couple weeks.
I'm speechless and I'm stunned.
So the teams will shake hands here. Red Riots pull it out at the buzzer, 47-46. A thrower to the end.
So, Frank, I get my voice back as you start to lose yours. The Dogs really lose a heartbreaker tonight by 1 point.
Yeah, a game that saw them trail most of the first half. They clawed their way back in the third and fourth quarter. Valiant effort at the end, but it was another Jalen Jackson putback, another buzzer beater from number 4 that puts the Red Riots over the top.
And the Red Riots were led tonight by Gabe Galarraga with 19 points, Jalen Jackson with 11 points, and then spread it out amongst the other players. Gabe Galarraga really showed us what he can do under the basket as well, as he had about 7 rebounds, most of them offensive rebounds. So he kind of picked up where J.P. Estrella left off.
Yeah.
The Dogs were led by, of course, Remy Jowani with a monster game, a 22-point effort, 8 rebounds is what I have for him. Jesse Kamas, 13 points and about 7 rebounds tonight. And Patir Donato with 5 rebounds and 5 points. A gallant effort by the Dogs came up just that short.
Yeah, and Steve, maybe not a bad thing. A tight loss going into the tournament, kind of an opportunity to kind of look back and reflect on how you played in a big game. They're not going to get much bigger than this, but from here on in, it's win or go home.
Folks, whatever it is, we're going to bring it to you. The playoffs come up next. This is Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, Mike Hoffer, and Tori Bachman on senior night, saying so long from the Expo, where tonight the Bulldogs are defeated by the Red Riots. Good night.